6:45 a.m. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The news edited by Lal Malabarachi, assisted by Sanjay, and read by Geethanjali Ramanayaka. The headlines. A special discussion between the President and the representatives of the IMF is scheduled to be held today. President Ranil Wickremesinghe will leave for Germany today to attend the Berlin Global Dialogue. Port City Colombo would be launched in Dubai and Abu Dhabi today. The 64th death commemoration of former Prime Minister SWRD Bandaranaike will take place today. India assures of its unwavering assistance to Sri Lanka whenever needed. Foreign news, thousands flee as Armenia warns of ethnic cleansing risk. Sports, Asian Games 2023, Sri Lanka won the first medal in the Asian Games. News in detail. A special discussion between President Ranil Wickremesinghe and the representatives of the International Monetary Fund is scheduled to be held today. The Finance Ministry said that in this series of review discussions, more attention was paid to securing the second IMF tranche for Sri Lanka and increasing confidence in the economic stability of Sri Lanka. Accordingly, it is stated that the last meeting of this series of discussions, which lasted for almost 2 weeks, will be held today under the chairmanship of President Wickremesinghe. After this discussion, a staff-level agreement related to receiving the second tranche of $3 billion IMF Extended Fund Facility is expected to be signed. President Ranil Wickremesinghe is scheduled to leave for Germany today. He is to attend the Berlin Global Dialogue and will make the inaugural speech on the first day. The President will return on Saturday after concluding the visit. Berlin Global Dialogue is a new international forum that unites leaders from business and policy to find joint solutions for a global economy in transition. Port City Colombo (PCC) would be launched in Dubai and Abu Dhabi today. Investment Promotion Minister Dilum Amunugama says there is a possibility of positioning PCC as an offshore financial city. Former UK Prime Minister David Cameron is expected to participate in the event. Around 17 foreign investors have expressed their willingness to invest on the reclaimed land, he added. PCC is a visionary foreign direct investment funded mixed development project that aims to redefine Sri Lanka's economic and social landscape. Built on reclaimed land adjacent to the heart of Sri Lanka's capital Colombo, PCC will offer a cosmopolitan lifestyle, world-class infrastructure and sustainable living. This news broadcast comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The 64th death commemoration of former Prime Minister SWRD Bandaranaike will take place today. Sri Lanka Freedom Party founder SWRD Bandaranaike became the fourth Prime Minister of the country by winning the 1956 general election with an overwhelming majority. The commemoration ceremony with floral tributes will be held at the Bandaranaike Memorial Monument in Horagolla this morning. Former President Chandrika Bandaranaike Kumartunga, family members and SLFP leaders will take part at this ceremony. A live broadcast on this ceremony will be brought to you by the SLBC. Prime Minister Dinesh Gunawardena said India, while advancing as an economic power, is playing a crucial role in promoting developmental and humanitarian goals around the world. Speaking at the 77th Independence Anniversary celebration organized by the India-Sri Lanka Society in Colombo recently, he said that this country of Asia in the councils of the world, India is synonymous with economic development. He recalled that Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi said on the 15th of August this year that the Independence Day is an occasion to reconnect with history. Looking at the present, we see that India has not only regained its rightful place on the world stage, but it has also enhanced its standing in the international order, playing a crucial role in promoting developmental and humanitarian goals around the world. Guest of honor, Indian High Commissioner Gopal Bagle, highlighted diverse elements of deep-rooted, centuries-old ties between India and Sri Lanka in these remarks. He also appreciative about the initiatives undertaken in strengthening the people-to-people bonds. He assured that India will always be of assistance whenever Sri Lanka is in need. And that ends local news for now.
The main news story is brought to you by Sinhala Weda Mahatmaya.
Health Minister Keheli Rambukwala says that there is no threat to Sri Lanka from the Nipah virus so far, but measures are followed regularly with the World Health Organization to control it. In addition to this, the Health Ministry Secretary, the Director General and virology experts are discussing the measures to be taken to prevent the Nipah virus from entering the country. The necessary measures will be followed if, for any reason, cases of the virus are reported from the country, he said. The minister also said that there is a risk of people infected with the virus entering the country by air, so special attention has been paid to it. And that was the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Sinhala Vedamahatmya.
In Watchlight this morning, the Department of Motor Traffic has decided to temporarily suspend the issuing of revenue licenses in the Western Province due to a system update. According to the department, the services will be unavailable from tomorrow to the 2nd of October. The Motor Traffic Department said in a statement that vehicles of which revenue licenses are expiring from tomorrow can be renewed until the 10th of October without fines. Meanwhile, the online services for revenue licenses was temporarily suspended due to an update on the system from midnight yesterday and will remain so until the 6th Friday of next month. And that came to in Watchlight.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of...
It's the power to live life your way. The power to be a trendsetter. Power to you with digital banking from Commercial Bank. Commercial Bank. Our interest is in you.
World News, the headlines. Thousands flee as Armenia warns of ethnic cleansing risk. Philippines removes Chinese barrier in contested area of South China Sea. And NASA confirms the return of asteroid Bennu samples. A growing stream of ethnic Armenian refugees are fleeing Nagorno-Karabakh following Azerbaijan's seizure of the disputed region last week. More than 6,500 people have so far crossed into Armenia from the enclave, which is home to a majority of some 120,000 ethnic Armenians. They left after the government in Yerevan announced plans to move those made homeless by the fighting. It also warned that those who stayed could face ethnic cleansing. The Philippines says it has removed a floating barrier installed by China to block Philippine fishing boats entering a contested area in the South China Sea. The Philippines Coast Guard said it had been instructed to do so by President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. Manila says China violated its fishing rights with the 300-meter barrier in the Scarborough Shoal. China claims more than 90% of the South China Sea and seized the shoal in 2012. Dusty samples from the most dangerous known rock in the solar system have been brought to Earth. The NASA landed the materials in a capsule that came down in the West Desert of Uttar State. The samples had been scooped up from the surface of asteroid Bennu in 2020 by the OSIRIS-REx spacecraft. NASA wants to learn more about the mountainous object, not only because it has an outside chance of hitting our planet in the next 300 years, but also they are likely to provide fresh insights into the formation of the solar system 4.6 billion years ago and possibly even how life got started on our world. Back to the headlines of the world news. Thousands flee as Armenia warns of ethnic cleansing risk. Philippines removes Chinese barrier in contested area of South China Sea. And NASA confirms the return of asteroid Bennu samples. That ends World News.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of...
This message is for all the kids between the ages of 4 and 16 who love to draw. Commercial Bank's Arunalusittam is back once again. This time, the competition is also open to Sri Lankan kids currently living abroad. First, second and third place prizes will be awarded along with special merit and merit certificates. For more information, visit the Commercial Bank website. We have so many prizes to be won.
Development News.
The Ministry of Urban Development and Housing says that the agreement to build 1,996 housing units with the assistance of the Chinese government for low-income earners, creative artists and journalists will be signed next month. The People's Republic of China and the government of Sri Lanka have signed the relevant letter of exchange on the 9th of January last year. Minister Prasanna Rantunga says that 108 housing units of those 1,996 units will be allocated to the creative artists and journalists of Sri Lanka. Those housing blocks will be built in the Palaturuwatta area of Kottava. And that was development news. On to sports news. India defeated Sri Lanka by 19 runs to win its maiden Asian Games gold medal in cricket at Pingfeng Cricket Field in Hangzhou today. India won the toss and opted to bat, putting 116 runs on the board on a track that offered help to the spinners. In reply, Sri Lanka could only manage to score 97 runs for 8 wickets at the end of 20 overs. Accordingly, India won the gold medal while Sri Lanka bagged the silver. The bronze medal was won by Bangladesh. This is the maiden medal won by Sri Lanka in the Asian Games. And that was sports news.
Go ekak thiyana youth ekata life ekේ change ekata niyamata set wenna as wahagena dagapu veena habe karanna youth ekata niyamata set wenna friendship එක menna.
The all new NSB Ithru account, NSB I Am, a plan for your dream.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Sri Lanka sold all offered bonds in 2026 and 2028 maturities, raising 220 billion rupees from an auction on Monday, data from the State Debt Office showed. The Debt Office sold 135 billion rupees of 1st June 2026 bonds to yield 15.64%. Another 85 billion rupees in 1st of July 2028 bonds was sold to a yield of 14.52%. The 2028 bond is offered on tap at weighted average yield. And that was business news.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Go ekak thiyana youth ekata life ekේ change ekata niyamata set wenna as wahagena dagapu veena habe karanna youth ekata niyamata set wenna friendship එක menna.
The all new NSB Ithru account, NSB I Am, a plan for your dream.
On to economic news. Sri Lanka's tea export revenues fell 3.8% to $119.63 million in August 2023 from $124.4 million a year ago, amid lower prices despite a slight increase in volumes, industry data showed. The average export price is $5.13 in kilogram in August 2023, down from $5.41 last year. In August, Sri Lanka exported 23.32 million kilograms, up from 23.09 million kilograms last year. Up to August 2023, export revenues were $868 million, down from $831 million last year. Industry data published by Ceylon Tea Brokers show. Tea production in August 2023 was 18.251 million kilograms, down from 18.276 million kilograms last year. And that was economic news.
Weather report.
Several spells of showers will occur in the western, Sabaragamu and northwestern provinces and in the Galle and Mathura districts. Showers or thunder showers will occur at several places in the central, Uva and eastern provinces during the evening or night. And that was the report. Prior to concluding this news broadcast, the headlines once again. A special discussion between the President and the representatives of the IMF is scheduled to be held today. President Ranil Wickremesinghe will leave for Germany today to attend the Berlin Global Dialogue. Port City Colombo would be launched in Dubai and Abu Dhabi today. The 64th death commemoration of former Prime Minister SWRD Bandaranaike will take place today. India assures of its unwavering assistance to Sri Lanka whenever needed. Foreign news, thousands flee as Armenia warns of ethnic cleansing risk. In sports, it's Asian Games 2023. Sri Lanka won the first medal in the Asian Games. And with that, we end this news broadcast from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation and handing the microphone back to Sound the Tarm to keep you entertained this Tuesday morning.